Hi everyone. We're going to skip over this losing trade and focus on the logic behind the winning one. In the next slide, you see me marking the opening price of the 1 hour up close candle where I wanted to see price react to. After the reaction, I start marking the charts with some PD arrays, including the rejection block at the top with the golden color, red and blue rectangles representing bullish and bearish fair value gaps, to see if the bearish one is being respected and the bullish one's being inverted. We get a strong reaction here. Then I mark a red bearish fair value gap. In here, I'm just answering a question for a member that is asking what I was looking for, which level specifically. Candle bodies are respecting the bearish fair value gap, and we got a strong reaction off of it. And I'm trying to now measure where can price go to using standard deviations. I start marking the opening price of the up close candles to see if they can support price going lower. Price reaches target 1 and I still don't trim because I do believe that price is still headed for lower targets. I'm trying my best not to move the chart around while I'm recording, but I'm also trying to measure other standard deviations to find more targets for price in case I want to leave a runner. Price hits my second target represented by T2, which offered about 45 points. In here, I'm just showing the previous losses, and I'm starting to draw bearish fair value gaps to see if price respects it or not. We get a strong reaction from the upper one, but price is still holding the lower one. And I'm trying to see if price wants to revisit 50% or maybe reject off of the breaker, as you can see in the 5-minute chart. In the meantime, I'm still trying to identify some PD arrays visually for you guys so that you can see a rejection block at the top right here with a golden color just under the red box, as well as another one that's a little lower that price can ping pong back and forth from, because price doesn't have to keep going in a single move. Candle bodies are still holding about 50% of the bearish fair value gap. Price gets a strong reaction off of the rejection block, and I want this lower rejection block to fail so that it can deliver lower. In this moment, I'm trying to see if price can respect the up close candle opening price with a red line, and eventually I start marking the 50% of it, which it reacts to very well. In here, I'm marking more standard deviations to find confluences for the target that I would like to get. This target is also represented by a 15-minute rejection block, and I'm getting a cluster of multiple standard deviations pointing to this area being an area of interest. The account did take some damage earlier by mistake. I opened a mini or two and it went down to almost 1700. It is now back up over 2000, and with this trade being complete, it's sitting at over $2,100 starting from January 2nd this year. That's pretty decent for playing with 3 micros only, to show that this is possible, and that if you have the right mindset, the right perspective, and the right tools, and you spend time to actually study, focus on the process, not the money, you can have realistic streams of income that can supplement your primary income for you, your family, and loved ones. I'm doing a recap of the profits and losses of the day. But more importantly, I would like to know if narrating over the actual trade is easier than the other trade reviews that I made that don't show the live executions, but instead I'm just going over the chart and what I saw on TradingView. And lastly, thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps.